dentist helping me practice for an upcoming job opportunity that I have, so stay tuned.
So let's get started. So right now I am sectioning the hair out at an angle. So whenever you're doing foils around the face, you want to always angle it at a diagonal around the face, and then I also diagonal in the back sections, but we won't see that, so there's no point in talking about it. But I would do a little bit deeper of an angle right here. Just when you're doing it on a real person, it's kind of harder on a mannequin. But today we're just talking about the placement, not really parting. So some people flip their foils over like I just had it. The other way that I'm doing it right now is foiling it in a way that allows you to not have that fold on top of the hair that you're actually going to be painting your product on. So you want to make sure that if you're doing it this way, if you're doing it the other way, you want to make sure that you use enough product so it doesn't create a line right there where that fold is on the side where the hair is going to lay against it. And this way it rids that from happening because it's just a flat foil. There is a third technique you can use with no foil at all, and maybe I'll show you guys that on another clip if you guys want. So once it's in there nice and tight, the foil should be able to sit by itself. So I've already used my product. I'm putting my product all the way all over the hair, making sure that I have even distribution of the bleach. And then I'm using Framar brushes, which are jagged at the edge. If you have a traditional applicator brush, then it's going to be straight across, which then you would need to do a side brushing technique is what I'm doing now. And so that's what you need to do if you're using a regular applicator brush with just straight across the edge. It doesn't have that jagged edge. I really love Framar brushes because of that. That makes sure that you don't have a harsh line at the base of your color. So now I'm just pulling my foils nice and tight, making sure that it's even. You don't want to smooth your hand around it and keep moving that product all over the place, because then you risk the chance of removing some of that product off of the strands. So this way, with the fold on the bottom, you can adjust your foils as well if you feel like they're not tight enough. So now I'm going to use my proper foiling comb, guys, not a rat tail comb, to crease my sides, and then I'm done. Make sure your foil packets are nice and neat, so while your clients are processing, if they see themselves in the mirror, they don't look like crazy chicken packets all over the place. So make sure it's clean eye to your clients as well. So that's the first foil, and that's how it should look. So when we're going over to this clip, Taylor is actually going to be trying what I've done. Now, we did take a long time with her to do this because she was taught a totally different way in school, and I didn't think that was going to be really realistic when she gets on the floor in a salon. So right now, Taylor, as you can see, Taylor is doing the same thing. She has the fold already in the back, and she is applying her product. So keep in mind, Taylor is new. She's a very new stylist. She just completed cosmetology school, and you'll also see her mom join us at the end of the last part of the clip, because she's also a new hairstylist and just graduated from cosmetology school. So you saw me do it, and it seems a lot easier, but of course doing foils are not the hardest, guys. So it takes practice. So she's making sure that she has fully saturated the hair with the bleach, because if you don't do that, then you'll have strands of hair that are not lightened, and you don't want that. So she's going to also fold her foil all the way up to the base of that foil that she started, and then she's going to secure the sides, and making sure that that foil stays on really well. Now this clip, she's adjusting her foil because her foil kind of hung over the base. You want to make sure your foils meet when you fold them. So that's one good thing. That way you have space to adjust your foils if you need to. So right now she's just foiling it, making sure it's nice and neat. And then we're actually going to go into a process where you actually color and foil at the same time. And so with that technique, while the foils are processing, you're going to actually put your color on your base, on the base of your client's hair, or if you're doing your own, and then you're going to actually put that color in between each foils. making sure that you get really close to the foil, almost touching those foils, because you want that hair color to kind of swell inside that packet, which really makes for a really great melted hair color when you take them out. So you want to make sure that you really get close enough to those foils, almost touching those foils, to make sure there's a nice even blend while that color is processing and those foils are processing. So we did cholesterol because this is going to be her mannequin for state board, so we didn't want to mess it up too much. The next clip is actually going to be one of my personal mannequins that I've trained with, and you'll see that color is that mannequin is actually colored like a red brown. I think red, brown, and caramel highlights look so good together. So right now you'll see Taylor and her mom. Now her mom didn't have a whole long time with the training. She only came in the evening part of the class, and so she's a little bit slower at it than Taylor at this point. Taylor is still working the middle, still figuring it out, but her mom is definitely like, what the heck is going on? So make sure, guys, if you need training and if you know someone that needs training, let them know about my training academy, www.abetteryouhairacademy.com. Okay, guys? And so I have different classes on there. If you need a one-on-one class, I have those as well. So right now is the final look. Granted, her hair was already pre-colored, so she did have some previous highlights in there before from another style that I had already done on her. Another color that I've done on her before. So Taylor's just combing through right now just to show you how well the highlights turn out. I would suggest making sure whenever you do your sides, I always do 6 partners when I highlight. Some people think I'm extra, but whatever. I do 3 on the top and then 3 on the back. My sections in the back on the right behind the ears, they're always at a diagonal, because if a person is pulling their hair up in a ponytail, you don't want to see those harsh lines of having horizontal parting. And then I do the same thing on the sides and the front, on the front of the left and the right. So she's just showing you the color, how well it blends. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for already subscribing to my channel. Those that haven't, make sure you do that below. Like, share, make some comments, guys, if it's some things that you want to see that you haven't seen so far on my channel. And thank you so much for your support, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.